Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound in this one, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His second home run of the series, and the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Here's Betts. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
One out, base is empty.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Careful.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting fourth, the right
And now
fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez. That one outside. Now 3-1. Two out, space is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So, man aboard. Next up, the Dodgers catcher. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw cut off to second, but he's in there easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Muncy, the next to hit. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Man at second. You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's going to be Andy Pajes. Chop back up the middle. Sanoja. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Marlins coming up. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting in this one, Dustin May.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down. Because you know, in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Xavier Edwards. That misses the zone. 3-1 now.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Conforto makes the catch, and there's one away.
Batting third.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those 2-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. But when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
That's out to center field. Pajes. They got it for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. One left for Miami, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. 2-1 now. Out to short, Edwards. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 6.
Hesung Kim getting ready to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Gets him to chase after that one.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Inside, almost got him. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Miami, bottom of the second.
Marlins.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby.
Norby.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. That one missed. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
May comes set. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a 1-1. Slowly on the ground to short. Betts. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run.
Batting 8, the catcher,
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
And misses inside.
2-2.
Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Marlins 1. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Mookie Betts. That's a little bit low.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. His second homer this series, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That's too low. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The count 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swinging a ground ball, and it goes just foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Dodgers, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air, and it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Go to second. Wow.
You know, sometimes a throw that bounces into second base can be just as good as a perfect throw in the air. Almost a little bit easier to handle at second base. For me, that caught stealing right there was all about a really poor jump off first. Just didn't time it well, and he was toast after that.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That one 95 to finish him off. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And the batter now, Javier Sanoja. May fires. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Xavier Edwards digs in now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
And a 2-1 on the way. And that one lifted in the air center field. Pages makes the catch for the out. 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Got all of that one. A shot to the opposite field. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 3-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1. And that's outside. Right through there for a strike. And there's a ball.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground to 3rd. Throw on to Freeman, and that'll do it. Marlins get a bit closer on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th, digging in, Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Muncy hits a high fly ball, right field. Sanchez going back on it. Out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His 2nd of the year. It's 4-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Next to hit, Andy Pages. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Michael Conforto will climb in.
23, Michael Conforto.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. That's down and in. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one almost hit him. Two down, nobody on. Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-1 upstairs.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
May delivers. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Connor Norby will hit next. Man at second. That one ripped, but foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that's outside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missing inside. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Three-two. And that one hammered way back there. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. Runner tags at second.
Now batting, center fielder Dane Myers.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Sanchez takes his lead at third with one away. That missed by a lot. And the count is 3-1.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
That's in there, and it's a full count.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Stays alive. A base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Wide throw, and it gets away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
I think a good throw to second base has a chance to catch him right there. So that's a throw he's going to walk back behind the dish. And you roll the dice when you send the runner, but oftentimes you're trying to force some action, and it worked out great for him right there.
And fouled off. Ground ball right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Here we go, tie game. That's situational hitting right there. Good job of putting the ball in play.
Stepping in, Nick Fortes. Tied at 4. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. They get 2 and draw even again. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And a swing and a miss. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Cal Quantrill up and throwing. Soriano also throwing. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers under it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Mookie now. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Go ahead run on base. And here's Freddie Freeman. Out towards right center field. Myers on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. 2 outs. In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. Strikeout number 8. 1 left for LA. This game's all tied at 4. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Here's a 1-1.
Nope, that's inside.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Evan Phillips up and loosening in the pen. That pitch in for a strike. 2-2. That one the other way. Kim tosses to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. So up next, Kyle Stowers. And that is out of play. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. 1, 2, 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Cal Quantrill. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Number 47.
That one hooked foul.
Quantrill.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The third baseman.
And now it's Max Muncy. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. One down, base is empty. Action in the pen down there. Ronnie Enriquez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Veneziano, a left-hander, also throwing. Check swing, no appeal.
3-1.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now here is Andy Pajes. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second, over to first, safe.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
The left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Tied at 4. And it is 2-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And that one off the outside edge.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Hesung Kim in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the sinker, and it was... Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yoendrys Gomez.
Now
so digging in, Eric Wagaman.
Number 94, Yoendrys Gomez.
And he swings through that one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Banda also getting ready. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One away.
The right fielder, number 7.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins.
Sanchez.
Just missed. Foul ball there. Here's a 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Number 1.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. A changeup missing, and that's ball 3. That one fouled hard the other way. On the ground. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. And a base hit on the line. Norby rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. The throw to second is offline.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and lipped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouls one off. 2-2. Outside. Nick Fortes waits on deck for Miami. And down on strikes he goes. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Marlins.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ronnie Enriquez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Squeezes it, and there's one away.
Now batting,
Shohei Ohtani getting ready to hit.
Ohtani.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's in the dirt. That one missed.
That's a ball.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and we're all square. It's 5-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mookie Betts. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And now 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
2-2.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers tie it up with a solo homer. All even at 5 apiece.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kirby Yates. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Nick Fortes now at the plate. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2. Just missed.
3-2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now pitching for
Evan Phillips is forced to the mound after the injury. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. Gets the bunt down the right side. Freeman to Betts at second for 1, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Swings through that one for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. There goes the runner. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights it off. He'll see another. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure.
Runner goes again. The other way. Muncy sends it to first. That was a strong at-bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kyle Stowers will hit next. Runner takes off for third. Ball outside. Throw to third. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
ready to begin the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. In the air, right side. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it. One up, one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Miami's bullpen with some action. Anthony Bender, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Veneziano, hard liner. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Here comes Max Muncy. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge. 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position.
New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Veneziano. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Now it's going to be Andy Pajes. Base hit into center field. Coming home. Here comes the throw. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. 6-5.
Well, it comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And here is Michael Conforto. 2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Anthony Banda.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one down the line. Throw on to Freeman. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One down, base is empty. And now it's filled up. Jesus Sanchez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Now back.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Sanchez. And it remains 2-2. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Two down, nobody on. Just misses with that one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Miami down in order. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the ninth in this one. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Seong Kim. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Just missed.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like
this one swung on and hit well, way back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they add on. It's 7-5. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Back to the top of the order, Shohei Ohtani digs in now.
That's a ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 2-1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 8-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
Mookie digs in here.
Number 38.
Ball and a strike.
Jesus.
And that's down and away.
Go.
That's to third, Paulie. Now one gone in the 9th.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
That one off the mark, and a count 2-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Soriano warming up as well. On the ground to the left. Whips it to first. And Freeman is retired. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the ninth. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blast.
Runner on the move. There's a ball. And safe. It's a stolen base. That one fouled off, 2-2. Man at second. Swings and misses, struck him out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-5 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tanner Scott.
Well, you see the ERA, very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Foul ball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. 1 down, base is empty. And a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Marlins trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, throws off target as he slides in with a double.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, the slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Myers over at second, 1 down.
That's a ball. 3 balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away.
The catcher, number 4.
So they're down to their final out. Nick Fortes getting ready to hit. Ground ball, and this should do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.